morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We're coming live from Music Row Studios. I am your host, R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. We have a power-packed show for you today. Thanks to everyone for rocking with us on the Surround Sound Podcast starting lineup on Facebook Live. Make sure you go and check out the other social media. That's also Instagram.com/Surround Sound Podcast, and you can check out the fan page, Facebook.com/Surround Sound Podcast. And even if you want to go and just check me out personally as I fix my collar on my shirt, you can go and check me out at Twitter.com/R Hunter Jr. Make sure you spell Junior out, Junior. Hello, Troy.
Hello, sir.
How was your week, man?
It's been fairly busy.
Okay, what did you do?
Mainly do a lot of work at my weekday job.
Okay,
One of
that's
those
cool.
swimming in a hurricane situations.
Swimming in a hurricane. Guess what I've done this past week, today and this past week? Guess what I've done?
I can only guess. Lay it on us.
I became Mr. Handyman. Like, I've been going and checking out things in my home. Of course, I couldn't fix them because I either didn't have the proper product or the tool, but I just feel good because I went and I looked at a couple of things and I assessed the problem, and then I told the person, hey, this is what I need. So I felt like a handyman. I felt like Tim Two-Man Taylor.
Well, you didn't put a hole in the wall or crush your car, so I guess you're a little better than Tim the Tool Man.
This is true. And here we go. That's right. This is the Funky 4+1 Mo. This is where I give you 4 of the dopest things that happened in this week or this past week that was. And then I give you one more thing just because I love you. First up, we got NFL news, man. NFL season is vastly approaching. You know, they're actually in like break time right now, but the season is actually coming up on us fast and furiously. You know, first we're going to have, we had OTAs, then we had, mini camps. Then, in a couple of weeks, near the end of July, middle to the end of July, we're going to actually have preseason camp going on. So we cover 4 teams here. These are the 4 teams closest to us or just teams that I like. And that's the Falcons, the Cowboys, the Bears, and the Titans. First up, the Falcons. Let's recap last year. They went 11-5, lost in the Super Bowl. Just led the whole way, and they lost in the Super Bowl to the New England Patriots. However, Julio, Devontae, and Matt Ryan looking to get back and win the NFC South and actually get back to the Super Bowl and see can they win that joint. Next up, 13-3, the Cowboys looking forward to getting further in the playoffs. They lost to Green Bay on the last-second field goal. Basically, they shared the award for Rookie of the Year. That's in Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. They made some nice moves in the draft. We're going to see what they can do and if Jerry Jones and Coach Garrett can kind of right the ship and see if they can get a little further. They haven't gotten past the first round, since Troy Aikman was the quarterback. So we're going to see what they can do. Now to my beloved Bears. They were 3-13 last year. They picked up QB Mitchell Trubisky from North Carolina. I think it was horrible, my personal opinion. Now back to the script. Some even had Mitchell Trubisky as a second-round talent, and the Bears gave up a lot for him. The Bears are notorious for having problems with QBs. From Jay Cutler these past few years to Rex Grossman before that to K. McNown before that. Oh, my God. We haven't had a good QB since Jim McMahon, and before that, it was like Sid Luckman. So we got a lot of work to do. If the Bears can get back to respectability, and I'm talking about like 7-9, 8-8, I will be a happy Bears fan. If not, I have, my second team might be my first team, and my second team is going to be the team I'm about to talk about right now, and that's the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee finished at 9-7. I'm talking about in my estimation, probably nobody would give them this, and when I say nobody else, I'm talking about people in media circles. I would give the Tennessee Titans an A as far as offseason acquisitions. They acquired and amassed talent in both the draft and free agency. Most times, teams do one or the other. I'm talking about the Tennessee Titans had a spectacular offseason. I think they win the AFC South. I'm talking about, like, they just going to run away with the AFC South. And big shouts out to the 1999-2000 Tennessee Titans. They got in the top 30 of all-time teams by ESPN.com. Number 2, in the Sign of the Times. Feel like I said Sign of the Times twice. Did I say Sign of the Times twice? Okay. Thanks, Troy. In the Sign of the Times this week, my cousin, my brother from another, Dr.Akbar Jones, he's going to do the whole entire Sign of the Times this week. His hypothesis is TradeBlock, and he's offering Steve Harvey and Ray Lewis for Ashley Graham and a player to be named later. I personally think Dr. Akbar is very, very smart on this. Very smart. I mean, not only does Ashley Graham have a black husband, she's shaped like women of color. She also, from what I know that he's going to talk about, she also put something on her Instagram account that was definitely dope. Moving right along, number 3, Major League Baseball. The Chicago White Sox are 32-43, 8 games back in AL Central. The Detroit Tigers are 33-42 in the same division, 7 games back of division-leading Cleveland. The Atlanta Braves are 36-39, second place in NL East, although the NL East is a sorry division. But my Chicago Cubs are 39-37, 1 game back of the Milwaukee Brewers in the NL Central. And once Haywood Bay comes back off the DL, once we promote, what's the guy's name? Kyle Schwarber. Once we promote Kyle Schwarber, he's with Iowa right now. We'll be back to last year's form. Don't even worry about it. Don't even give it a second thought. And number 4, NBA at Funky 4 Plus 1 More. Markelle Fultz, the number 1 draft pick of the Philadelphia 76ers. On a lot of documents, you'll see where you're supposed to, they'll say name, and they'll have your name in parentheses. And they want you to actually put your name. Like, they're not saying leave the thing blank and just have name right there. So then when they ask you your address, they want you to do the same thing. And it's like, okay, put your address in the blank. That is what you're supposed to do. Well, Tissot.us is a watchmaker. And they paid for the right to have Markelle Fultz put some on his Instagram because now he's an NBA player. Well, it says, excited to head to City and join the, in parentheses, team name at Tissot.us. It's helping me get started with my team name, in parentheses, watch. This is my time, NBA draft. Dude, you were supposed to put Philadelphia 76ers in there. This is why kids, this is why you should stay in school. You're not supposed to leave it essentially blank, dude. Even Ashley Tim said, I'm confused as to why he put city and team name. LOL. Markelle Fultz, you have something to learn. I guess he's just not, he doesn't have that much experience. Besides the NBA draft, the only other thing that requires less experience, it seems these days, is president. So that means it's time for the one mo. And the one mo usually comes from the political front. Most times it's solely from President Trump, the 50 Cent of politics, the bully. Number 45, as many people are calling him these days. If you thought I was joking when I said Marco Rubio actually tried to make an excuse for Trump on the grounds that he didn't know he wasn't privy to proper government procedure after the Sessions hearing, you would be lying. But regardless, that's not even the one mo. If anyone listening said, I think Obama was a socialist, I wouldn't say that you were lying because it would be a lie. But you damn well better be yelling that Trump believes in aristocracy. And this is why. President Trump defended his appointment of several billionaires, including the former president of Goldman Sachs, to his cabinet and senior posts at a 2020 election campaign rally in Iowa Wednesday. In those particular positions, and I'm quoting Donald Trump, I just don't want a poor person. Does that make sense? Trump said during the rally in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, referring mainly to economic positions. Well, I'll say this, Trump. I understand why you would not want a poor person in those economic positions because, yes, that makes sense. I mean, someone that is better in economics would be a better fit than someone that is apparently not good in economics. However, it's not that easy, bro, because a lot of other things go into the economics of a person and a family. Regardless, though, you do believe in parallel, you do believe in aristocracy because you only want a certain grade of person in those positions. So, yes, you are right, but you are also wrong. I'm trying, Donald Trump. I'm trying to help you. We'll be back with more on the Surround Sound Podcast.
Michael, eles não ligam pra gente.
Michael, eles não ligam pra gente.
Welcome back to the Surround Sound Podcast. I am R. Jr., the truth and not a rumor, and this is the entertainment portion of the show. Most times, I always start off the entertainment portion with, like celebrity and athlete birthdays and all that jazz. But you know what? On this one right here, it's all for the king of pop, man. Our sincerest thoughts go to the king of pop. And, MJ, we love you, man. Nobody ever did it better than you. We love you, dude. And you just keep looking down on us, man. We're gonna exalt you, as they say. Number 2, though, fantasy games. Fantasy games have just gone too far. Did you know The Bachelorette has a fantasy game? This is ridiculous to me. I mean, in fantasy, you can like choose players and in sports now you can choose players and all this. But it's crazy. Anyone that plays can make picks for Miss Rachel Lindsay and predict what will happen for chances and prizes, cash and gift certificates. This is ridiculous. I actually watched the show last night. It's not the coolest thing I've ever done. I watched the show. First of all, I didn't know Rachel was that fine. That's the first thing. That's neither here nor there, though. However, like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, like, is it reality TV or is it reality-based TV? I think it's reality-based TV. Like, it seems like it's real, but it's not. Like, dude, come on, man. This was ridiculous right here. All right. Number 3, lastly up in the entertainment section, BET Awards. Heard it was very entertaining. I didn't get to watch it. The reason why I didn't get a chance to watch it is because I was producing a baseball game. My fault, my bad. Yeah. I can't tell you much about it. Anyway, it had to be entertaining because how these two people can make it to the Nightline on ABC on yesterday, I do not know. But Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, their beef has made it to national TV. And, I mean, it's just one of the craziest things that I've seen happen. I just couldn't believe it last night. I'm like watching Nightline. Nightline is so dope to me. I mean, I'm like, wow. BET Awards is made to Nightline. Regardless. Lastly, I want to talk about this Joe Budden and Migos thing. I'm tired. First of all, let me tell you where I'm from. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I was born and raised in Tennessee. Went to school in Tennessee. Never lived anywhere else other than Tennessee, except if you count London, England for the summer of 2006. Besides that, I've never lived anywhere else. And I'm tired of listening to East Coast and Northern rappers talk about Southern hip-hop. Anyway, that's the backstory. That's the backstory on this, what I'm talking about. DJ Academics and Joe Budden. And I'm saying they're in cahoots. I don't know if they are. Academics say he was not in cahoots with Joe Budden, but I'm saying they are. Anyway, they proceed to really, really disrespect Migos. And if you don't know who Migos is, this is this rap group out of Atlanta, Georgia. They're 3 brothers, and they really make dope music. And Joe Budden really, really disrespected those dudes. And Academic did also. Now, DJ Academic said that he was not, trying to, do any chicanery there or anything. But no, I think he was. He was trying to act like he didn't hear him. Anyway, I'm just close off at that, man. I just think that's really disrespectful because knowing where hip-hop has come from and all the different, evolutions that it went through, I think it's really sad that you're going to diss your brother, for making dope music just because he doesn't make the music like you make yours. Anyway, we got Basketball 101 coming up. We're going to talk about the NBA draft and the Memphis Grizzlies. Also, we're going to probably talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers, too, because they doing crazy stuff. Be back.
The Commission, Uncle Paulie, P. Diddy, Caesar Leo, De Janeiro, Charlie Baltimore, Iceberg Slim, The Most Shady, Frankie Baby.
Do you know what beef is? Do you know what beef is? Ask yourself. Do you know what beef is? Come on.
Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The B.I.G. I put my key, you put your key in. Money will be seeing. We'll reach the fucking ceiling. Check. Check it. My calico been cop. This rap Alfred Hitchcock drop top notch. Player hating gon' stop. This instant. Rappers too persistent. Quick to spit. Biggie name on shit. Make my name taste like ass when you speak it. See me in the street, your jewelry, you can keep it. That be our little secret. See me, B that is, I that is, G Wiz. Motherfucker still in my bid. Hope they know my nigga got to fucking kidnap kids. Fuck them in they ass, throw them over the bridge. That's how it is. My shit is laid out. Fuck that beef shit. That shit is played out. Y'all got the goal. All I make is one phone call. All y'all disappear by tomorrow. All your guns is borrowed. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, your man passed the gap to me. Now check this. What's beef? Beef is when you need 2 gas to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you. Guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time. What's beef?
Yeah, boy. This is the Surround Sound Podcast, baby. Double play style.
Who y'all talking to, man? Check it out. Check it out. This here goes out to all the niggas that be fucking mad bitches in other niggas' cribs. Thinking shit is sweet. Nigga creep up on your ass. Live niggas respect it. Check it. I kick flows for ya, kick down doors for ya, even left all my motherfucking hoes for ya. Niggas think Frankie pussy whip, nigga picture that with the Kodak, it's the Mattack, we don't get down like that. Lay my game down quite flat, sweetness when you park that, petiteness, but that ass fat. She got a body make a nigga wanna eat that. I'm fucking with you, the bitch official though, dick harder than the missile yo. Try to hit it if she trippin', disappearing like Arsenio. Yo, the bitch push a double O with the 5 in front. Probably a conniving stunt. Y'all drive in front. I'ma peel with her. Find a deal with her. She fuck around and steal, huh? Then we all get laced. Televisions, Versace heaven. When I'm up in them, the shit she kick, all the shit's legit. She get dick from a player off the New York Knicks. Nigga trick ridiculous. The shit was plush. She stressing me to fuck, like she was in the rush. We fucked in his bed, quite dangerous. I'm in his ass while he play against the Utah Jazz. My 112 CD blast, I was passed. She came twice, I came last, roll the grass. She giggled, saying I'm smoking on homegrown. Then I heard her moan, honey, I'm home, yup. Told Chrome for situations like this. I'm up in this broad, I know he don't like this. Now I'm like, bitch, you better talk to him before the fifth put a spark to him. Fuck around, shit get dark to him. Put a part through him, lose a major part to him. Arm, leg, she begging me to stop, but the cat getting closer, getting hot like a toaster. I caught the toast, Before my eyes could blink, she screams out, honey, bring me up something to drink. He go back downstairs and one time to think. Her brain racing, she telling me to stay patient. She don't know I'm cool as a fan, gat in hand. I don't wanna blast her man, but I can and I will though. I'm trying to chill though, even though situation looking kinda ill, yo. It came to me like a song I wrote. Told the bitch, give me a scarf, pillowcase, and rope. Got dressed quick, tied a scarf around my face. Broke the bitch up, gagged her mouth with the pillowcase. Played the cut, nigga coming on some love potion shit. Flashed the heat on him, he stood emotionless. Dropped the glass, screaming, don't blast. Here's the stash, 100 cash, just don't shoot my ass, please. Nigga pulling mad G's out the floor, put stacks in the Prada knapsack, hit the door, grab the keys to the 5, call my niggas on the cell, bring some weed, I got a story to tell. Yo, man, y'all niggas ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened to me. Remember that bitch I left the club with, man?
Yeah.
Yo, stinky, yo. I'm up in this bitch crib, this bitch fuck with one of them old Nick ass niggas and shit. I'm up in the spot, so I don't know which one of them 6'5" niggas, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm up in the motherfucking spot, so boom, I'm up in the pussy, whatever. I sparks up some lie. I do creep sand up on some. Must have been rained out or something. It comes up in the spot. Had me scared. I was shook daddy, but I forgot I had my Roscoe on. Comes up in the spot, flash the desert in his face, he drops the glass. Look like a nigga pissed on himself. Word of mother, yo.
Welcome back to the Surround Sound Podcast. I'm Ahana Jr., the truth and not a rumor. Let me put that phone down. This is Basketball 101, where we're going to give you, basically, we're going to try to put a ribbon on this whole basketball season that was 2016 and 2017. It was a roller coaster ride. Anyway, the NBA draft. In the first round, 16 freshmen were selected, and 2 were seniors. First up, number 1, Markelle Fultz, Washington point guard. I think he's going to be nice for the Philadelphia 76ers, man. I've heard a lot of things about him. He was dope in the Pac-12 out there. But I'm very, very happy about this number 2 pick. I'm so glad that Lonzo Ball, out of UCLA, point guard also, went to the Los Angeles Lakers. Man, I'm just so glad about that. Mostly because of his dad. His dad, LeVar Ball, has been honestly, he's just been a loudmouth. However, he's had a lot of good points. And he's really, really trying to anchor his sons, not just Lonzo, but also LaMelo and the other one. They all start with L's. I can't remember all their names. Anyway, I think the Big Baller brand is going to do really well, and I'm just happy for that. Number 3, Jason Tatum out of Duke, small forward, swing man. This is the person that the Celtics said they wanted the whole time. However, they somehow finagled a way for the Philadelphia 76ers to make them think that they may actually take Markelle Fultz when they already got a point guard. I don't know why they would do that anyway. But they made them think that. Or possibly they made them think that the Lakers were going to take Markelle Fultz. Regardless, they got Jason Tatum, the dude that they wanted anyway. Now, as for the Memphis Grizzlies, the Memphis Grizzlies acquired Orlando's 35th overall pick in exchange for a 2019 second-rounder and Houston's 45th overall pick for a 2018 second-rounder Thursday in the 2017 NBA draft. At 35, they selected Cal sophomore power forward Ivan Robb. Robb averaged 14 points, 10 rebounds, and a block in 32 minutes per game this past season at Cal, and was the 2017 All-Pac-12 Conference first-team selection. I haven't seen a lot about Robb, but I heard that he was good. At 45, they selected Oregon junior small forward Dylan Brooks. Now, I have seen Dylan Brooks, and he can ball. Brooks averaged 16.1 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.7 assists this past season. He was Pac-12 Player of the Year and led the Ducks to the Final Four. Now, that's a nice one. And actually, they need to retool. Vance is getting old, and he's not under contract anymore. And Zebo is getting older, and he's not under contract anymore. However, let's hear what Zebo had to say about leaving Memphis. But first, his thoughts on Vince Carter.
Man, he's half man, half amazing. You know, he's unbelievable. Like I said, he can really play, to me, really like 3 or 4 more years. I mean, he takes care of himself, what he eat. You know, he's a pro, so ain't no surprise.
So you think he can last till like 44?
Oh, most definitely.
You think we'll ever see a 50-year-old, or nah, that's too much?
He'll be the one to do it.
Hey, well, look, man, I know you got to push, but I got to know, man. Yeah. What's the plan? You know, you got to. Is there like a team that would you super team? Would you super team?
Yeah, that's what they doing. That's what everybody doing now. You know, so it's a plan.
Where do you think it would go?
I don't know. You know, Memphis. They're gonna build a super team there.
Really? You think you guys pick up Blake, maybe? Pick up Blake? Chris Paul?
I don't know, man.
Well, look, man.
It's gonna be interesting.
Zebo, the neighborhood hero, wants to bring the super team to the Memphis. That actually rhymed a little bit there, Trey. Anyway, hey, it could happen. I don't think we would be able to get max level, dudes, However, Memphis could bring a star. We're just gonna have to see where the likes of Gordon Hayward go, where he goes, where Chris Paul goes, where Blake Griffin goes, and we can get possibly some of those mid-level free agents and keep building on the team. Plus those drafts. First of all, for Memphis, since it's a smaller market, that's going to be the way they build a team. So don't think we're going to be able to pull some of the real big free agents. But however, we can get some of those mid-level, free agent dudes, man, and really keep the team going where it needs to go. Anyway, thanks to ESPN for the information on the Grizzlies' 2 picks and to TMZ on it for that audio. Next up, SignOfTheTimes-TradeBlock with Dr. Akbar Jones of the United Coalition of African Americans.
My player ways keep me with plenty dimes. See, I'ma shine like all 6 of my gold teeth. When the nigga get through cooking up this OZ, all night on the block till the sunrise. My only friend is a Glock with the 4-5. 4-5 in the morning, it don't stop. Daydreaming about floss in the drop top. Blue light snap me back to reality. I hit the alley quick and toss what I got on me. Tricks ain't got shit to do but harass. Searched the nigga and took about a 3 in cash. I guess that's better than getting locked up or getting jammed with that shit I had rocked up, huh? Now I heard that the South is where your folks from. Down in the bottoms where they broke some. Rips cross the nigga back, way back. And now they wonder why we act, how we act. Gold teeth and heavy Chevys and talking slow. Afros and loud ass, Italian clothes. People barbecuing in the front yard. Money from the first of the month card. Anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up. If anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up. I got a maid cooking grits with her outfit so tight, my niggas wanna stay the whole night. Dice game in the kitchen, nigga. T-Lee, nigga, drunk singing, sounding like the BG's. Ham sandwich in the driveway. Drop top naked women in the den playing hopscotch. 30 buses in my yard, they be long gone. So hit me, and I'ma keep my phone on. I be out turning corners, drinking 1/5. Got some scratches on my rims, cause of 1 dip. Met a broad yesterday, she hit me 10 times. If I diss her, it'll take a nigga 10 lines. DJ standing tall and I won't fold. You can have all the bitches cause I don't hold on to any woman like a human handcuff. You got your hair down, baby, fucking stand up. Now I heard that the South is where your folks from. Down in the bottoms where they broke some. Rips cross the nigga back, way back. And now they wonder why we act, how we act. Gold teeth and heavy Chevys and talking slow. Afros and loud ass, Italian clothes. People barbecuing in the front yard. Money from the first of the month card. Anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up. If anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up.
How many flows can I compose? I drop this slang, a lyrical bowl, sticking out just like an outcast or a thorn from stem of rose. Like nachos, the lips are crispy, cracking when y'all bite. Been had a coconut smile, now I'm tripping up yak, that's right. Y'all just might see me skunk out with a girl who chomped out below the Mason Dixon line. Real niggas know what I'm talking about, from Texas, Atlanta, oh man, Alabama, Savannah. The deeper, the darker, the dirty South is what I'm after. No laughter, the content of the rhyme may be contagious. The space ages, pimpin' this players coming major. This shot just like a sprayer. Cut your wife and play the play the B-I-G-P-O-I, dope boy rhyme maker. Beats, rhymes, and layers of music right here to please you. And if you hate the dirty, then partner, see we don't need you. You know what I'm talking about? Outkast, 8 Ball, MJG, on y'all punk motherfucker.
Now I heard that the South is where your folks from. Down in the bottoms where they broke some. Rips cross the nigga back, way back. And now they wonder why we act, how we act. Gold teeth and heavy Chevys and talking slow. Afros and loud ass, Italian clothes. People barbecuing in the front yard. Money from the first of the month card. Anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up. If anybody out there hear me, get your hands up. If anybody out there feel me, get your hands up.
You wouldn't understand if you stood under it. Oh. It's like the more that I talk to you, the dumber that I get. The closer that I walk to you, the further that we stand. Apart distant, nobody has the upper hand, but my body's resistant. So now, throw your phalanges in the ground. I'm still around, unbelievers stay from hell around. I found negative niggas, they only keep you down. Transmitting from Native American burial ground. I carry around the weight of our worlds on my shoulder pads. I'm supposed to blast space invaders up somebody's dad. Serious as A, B, C. If knowledge be the key, then let it roasted on the poach. And wait for your woman to get her work so she can roast your ass. And either find an open window fast.
Word to the motherfucker. Word to the motherfucker. Word to the motherfucker.
Now I heard that the South is where your folks from. Down in the bottoms where they broke some.
I would like to welcome everyone to the Sign of the Times. I'm Dr. Akbar Jones of the United Coalition of African Americans, or UCA. There has been an atrocity committed against African Americans everywhere, and it happens to come from one of our own. Yeah, Mr. Steve Harvey, and yeah, you, Mr. Ray Lewis. I looked up to both of you, and you guys have done nothing but tear down instead of building up. And I am proposing a trade, that we trade Steve Harvey and Ray Lewis to Middle America for Ashley Graham. Now, you may be wondering, why is this militant brother trading for Ashley Graham? She is a Caucasian sister. Well, that's one of my many trivial things that I happen to, not have right, but that's what it is. Regardless, this is why we're proposing to trade Steve Harvey and Ray Lewis. First off, Brother Steve. A caller called into Mr. Harvey's radio show, and they were bantering back and forth about the NBA Finals. Golden State and Mr. Harvey's apparent beloved Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, as everyone knows, Cleveland lost in 5 games. And this caller just happened to be from Flint, Michigan. That's when all hell broke loose. Mr. Harvey, I guess, thought that he was getting bested by the caller. And at the end of the call, he says to the guy, "Have a glass of brown water." Well, if you don't already know the background on said Flint, Michigan, I'll tell you right here. In Flint, Michigan, they're going with the water crisis right now. Somehow, they keep getting brown water. People have had to ship in just bottles and bottles of water. And why? Because the government failed them, my brothers and sisters. And then Mr. Rich Man himself, Steve Harvey, goes and says such trivial things like, and enjoy your glass of brown water. Yes, I'm paraphrasing. But this is what I also was kind of upset about when Mr. Harvey said things prior. About his assistants and people coming up to him and how should I say it, bothering the brother. Well, on that, I can almost agree. Because sometimes, even not just in entertainment, people get worrisome sometimes. So I let that slide, Brother Steve. But this, oh no, I shall not let this one slide. Because you tore down a whole city. How you doing, Aaron? What's going on, Mr. Braun? What's going on, Trina? You hurt my feelings, and I don't even live in Michigan. Next up on the trade block, we have one Mr. Ray Lewis. Don't know who Ray Lewis is? I'll tell you his claim to fame. He was one of the best middle linebackers to play the game ever. Now, Mr. Lewis has been outspoken about one Brother Colin Kaepernick. It's really kind of strange to me. Because I think, personally, Mr. Lewis should know better. Because Mr. Lewis is from the old school. He knows about Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali and people of the 60s and athletes of the 60s. Now, this is what this is what Mr. Lewis said about one Colin Kaepernick. He was speaking on Fox Sports 1's Speak for Yourself along with Colin Coward, says a lot in his name. Jason Whitlock, should put him on the train block as well, but that's another show for another day. And former NFLer Eric Davis. Lewis said, and I quote, "The former 49ers quarterback needs to decide what he wants to do with his life. I love his heart. I love what he is standing for," Lewis said. These people, speaking of NFL owners, when you put on that uniform is for one thing, and it's to go out and win football games. Now, Mr. Lewis, only if it was that easy to differentiate real life and a football life. Uh-oh, message. I remember watching Football Life, my brother. And I saw where they talked about you and your gun trial. Uh-oh, not a gun trial, not just a gun trial, a murder trial. My brother, Oh, how quick our memory leaves us. Ironically, Brother Davis said, I remember when a team distraction was really a team distraction. Speaking about when he played for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, you know, when he played for the Panthers and they had Ray Caruth on the team. He said that was a real distraction because you had federal agents pulling you off the field to ask you questions. Sounds like a murder trial to me, just like Ray Lewis's trial. And ironically, Mr. Lewis tries to speak about Colin Kaepernick standing for something. Well, I must say that the person that I would like to trade for is Ashley Graham. But you're a militant brother, Dr. Akbar Jones. Shouldn't you not want a white person? Well, and then are you only wanting Ashley Graham to come over to African Americans because of her curvaceousness? I will say no. Not solely because of that, but that is great. First of all, Miss Graham is married to a black man. Number two, yes, she does have curves like a woman of color, but she is also very, how should I say it? Building up of women of shapelier sizes. In addition, this is something that she put on her Instagram post. This from Trevor Noah.
You would think that one group, one powerful group in America would say something about this. This is one group that you would expect to be losing their goddamn minds about this, the NRA. But for some strange reason, on this particular case, they've been completely silent. Completely silent. And yet, according to their rhetoric, this is everything that they stand against, right? An officer of the state depriving a citizen of his life because he was legally carrying a firearm? I mean, listen to how vocal and fired up the NRA gets when nothing has happened.
There is no greater freedom than the right to survive and protect our families with all the rifles, shotguns, and handguns we want.
Unless you're black, is what it should have said. Like, it's interesting how the people who define themselves by one fundamental American right, the right to bear arms, show that once race is involved, the only right that they believe in is their right to remain silent.
Once again, you're going to have to go and download the show if you would like to hear that audio from Brother Trevor Noah of The Nightly Show. Lastly, that is the reason why Ashley Graham should come and switch to this side. Because apparently, those two brothers have a similar thinking of Middle America. And Middle America's Ashley Graham has a similar thinking to the cause. I am Dr. Akbar Jones of the Surround Sound Podcast. Mr. R. Hunter Jr., he'll be back next week. I just have to let him know about himself. But in the words of the homie Jerry Springer, for Troy, for Brother Hunter, and for myself, Dr. Jones, be good to yourself and each other.